Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games and a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2018. It's the Pro Cyclist mode, and my stage racing specialist is entering his prime year. Even though he's still quite young, just 24 years of age, we are the favorite to win the Grand Tours this season and really going for it, trying to get the job done. Now at an 81 on average. That makes me a favorite today. I'm not necessarily sure this is going to turn out the way we want it to on myself winning this stage. It is a longer stage, 193 kilometers, and that climb will definitely leave a lot of riders behind. I just don't think there's enough climbing, especially towards the end of the stage, to actually split the field and have it down to Bernal, Soler, and myself. The top three favorites.
Will have what it takes. It's certainly not a task for weak or ill-prepared riders.
Okay, leader, top three overall standings. Finally, for the first time with my new team, BMC, I am the go-to guy to make things happen. -1 race day condition, but only Prologue Downhill and Fighter are affected. Sky going right to the front to support Egan Bernal. And here goes the first attackers. Four riders away so far. And because this climb is coming up at the midpoint in the stage, I think what I'll do is I'll just have it stay live and we'll just kind of speed things along until we hit that point. But the first climb is up and over for the day. We're going to hit the actual high point here in just a second. And now we're going to start our descent down to the valley floor, which will be on for a good little while before we actually start our real climbing for the day. So even though there are, 6 climbs on the day, there's really only one climb. This category 1 is the only one that's going to do any sort of damage, and you can see it's not that steep, and it's halfway through the stage. That category 2, the penultimate one, that'll do a little more damage. That'll leave a few guys behind. But this is not the stage, I think, that the prediction, having me as the favorite, I don't think this is the stage they're predicting it as. It says it's a pure climbing stage. I don't see it as that. This is more of a hill stage. There's not enough climbing here to leave more than just the weakest climbers behind. So a lot of the sprinters will be gone, but there could still be a sprinter or two left. I mean, like Peter Sagan, if he were here, which I don't know, he might be actually. Peter Sagan could get up and over that climb and over those subsequent climbs, potentially, depending on the pace anyway. We have a breakaway group of 4 riders. They are 3.5 minutes out as we go through a little hill section here before we get back down to the actual valley floor. Looks like the ocean's not too far away off to our right hand side there. Alright, so for our team, we're a little underhanded for this race. Just 6 riders here of 7 that we could have brought. So we're already starting a little on the low end. But I've got Miguel Angel Lopez, TJ Van Garderen with me. Warren Barguil is here. So I've got 3 quality riders plus Page and Boaro to serve as domestiques. We're now in that valley floor. 120k left to go in this stage. That is one thing going for it. It is a little bit on the long side, which means stamina becomes a factor. My stamina, not great. 69 on that one. But I just don't think there's enough in this climb upcoming to do that much damage to the field. Even if I try to get my guys to the front, like Page and Boaro, and push it and attack and try to leave a bunch of riders behind, I just don't think it'll leave enough riders behind. But we'll give it a shot. I should easily make it through there. So we are starting to climb, but we are not yet to the climb.
We're already at the halfway stage.
For a second there, it looked like things were opening up. And see, there's not even that much pace right now. Page, start coming forward. Easy boy. Hopped out of the saddle there for a second. I just want you to work your way up.
The pack is putting the squeeze on the breakaway. There's a sustained rhythm.
Okay, so damage is actually already being done by Boaro, who's leading the pack right now, plus a couple Skyriders looking to do the same. I do want Paige up here. Paige is our sprinter for this one. Boaro, much better climber, and has been on the front for a little bit. No, go back up there. Your job's not done. Paige finally coming towards the front, and really there's not much of a split right now. We've dropped like 4 riders. And that's because nobody's actually leading the pack. Barguil is at the front, but he's shielding me, which means I'm at the front, and I'm not attacking, I'm just riding. Paige is going to be done. The group is shrinking, but only slightly. I mean, we're well over halfway up the climb. There's still 97 riders in the peloton. Boaro finally on a 78 is leading the pack, 79. There we go. Now we're going to do a little bit of damage. 89 riders. We catch one of the breakaway riders. 3 left. Just 38 seconds. I don't care about the breakaway group. I'm just trying to do a little damage to the field. And a little damage is all we're doing. I mean, it's 80 riders. I'm guessing some of those will get back on. 1K left to go to the top. 71. And that puts us over the top. I just missed out on points. Barguil gets the final points over the top, and I was riding right behind him. So Paige was left behind, and other teams, Movistar, Sky, take it over. They've got the other favorites here, Soler and Bernal. So the 3 of us going for it like a climbing stage, but it's just doesn't have the feel of a climbing stage. I mean, you look at the 4 little baby climbs that are left, and that's it. They're just babies. They're little infants.
They're moving along at a fair lick. You just gotta hang on.
We'll see how many riders cry. There's 68 left. We'll drop more. I mean, it's not like there's nothing left, but
there's a rider trying to break away from the bunch.
The amount of climbing left just isn't going to do the damage expected. Go ahead and relax for a little bit so you can recover some just for now. Enough from other teams. But meanwhile, back up here.
The escapees have surrendered. The pack gave them no chance.
Breakaway group has been caught. 69 riders in the peloton, and we're going up to the top of this one. And
we're into the last
I picked up 4 points there without any effort. Highest point of the day has been reached, and that's why I said there's not much to it. We've already reached our high peak. 65 riders now, so we lost a few. Probably most of that was the breakaway group going out the back, I would imagine. Still on ×2, by the way, but very little action going on at the moment. I've got 5 riders left. Boaro mostly recovered. Actually, let's go ahead and get Barguil up here, and Boaro, go ahead and start relaying. Lead this puppy out. Put these guys under a little pressure. Maybe? No? Sky's doing about the same. They're riding at about 79 right now. And we're about to hit the top here. Now he's leading it out. More on the descent than the attack. We stay at 65 riders, so that little climb did literally no damage whatsoever. It was just category 3. The next one, though, is a bit steeper. It could certainly do some damage. We're about to begin that climb now. And the guys that are behind, it's 3 minutes just to those 2 riders, so none of them are coming back. That's about the one sure thing here. But there very well could still be a sprinter or 2 alive in this group. Waro sliding back, so others picking up the pace a little bit here as well. But we've dropped a whole 3 riders, now 5 riders.
This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very high.
Go second over the top here, pick up a couple points.
Meaning that an attack is highly
Up to 12 now. And Waro leading the descent here at an 80. But he's going to be done, so just go ahead and relax, dude. 47 riders, now right back up to 54.
It's survival of the fittest.
40. It's bouncing around a little bit right now.
Uh-oh, a leader has fallen. We can only hope that it doesn't have
The
any
pace
impact
is
on
definitely
the
not here. In fact, Waro has recovered enough that I'm going to get him back up to the front.
Getting back in the saddle.
At the moment, 42 riders. Starting to open up a little bit anyway. Starting to level off here quite a bit. We've got one little climb left, and that's why I am not the favorite today. It's not going to be a pure sprinter that wins the stage, but it's not going to be a 59 sprinter like myself. There are others out there that are going to definitely be stronger. Okay, let's speed this back up. Quiet moments here for this descent. Okay, so Waro's on the front. He does not have much left, but what he's going to do is, as soon as this ramps up, we're going to push it. Give it whatever you got left here. TJ, you're going to take over. So you 2 and 86, that should get you up there pretty quick. You can't even get through the pack. Waro is falling back. Waro, yeah, auto, done. Alright, climbing is essentially done, and we're even back up to 57 riders, so that group that got dropped has been picked back up. There are some guys dangling off the back. They're not going to have any power. They're not going to be able to sprint. I should be able to secure a top 20 or a top 15 on this stage, but I'm definitely not going to win this stage. Okay, speed it up. 14K, 13K. Here's a little climb. TJ leading things out. Trying to keep some pressure on the group. Just as I'm fresh. And I've got that team support, 9K to go. Speed it up for a little bit longer. There's the 5K banner. Slow it down when we get there till the finish. Ooh, Waro has fallen. Fabio Aru in that group.
There's a growing number of riders left behind. Fall in the pack.
I don't like slipping back here. I want to stay towards the front. But at an 81, just kind of comfortably riding up here. It's not doing any damage to myself or Bargy for that matter. Okay, now we're going to ramp it up. 2K to go. And here comes the sprint. 1K. I got a good start to it. I'm not a good sprinter here, but I'm into the top 3. I'm going to get second on the stage. Wow. Okay, Caleb Ewan. Told you there was going to be a sprinter left. Tom Dumoulin there. Simon Yates. Rigoberto Uran from my former team. Gianni Mascan. Cardona. Alaphilippe. Quintana. And Fulsang are the top 10. Gegenhardt there in 12th. Banut. Soler all the way down in 16th. Relatively small group at the end there. There was a split. Bargy, though, came in 29th, so it's not like the split left that many riders behind. There was about 35, so plenty of contenders left. But I pick up some bonus seconds by comfortably getting the sprint there in the end and getting second on the stage. That was unexpected. Not for a second did I think I was going to win. Not for a second did I think I was going to get a top 5. I might have been able to squeak in, 9th or 10th place. I definitely did not expect to be in it. Caleb Ewan, though, like I said, there was going to be a sprinter or two who survived the climbs, and Caleb Ewan did just that.
Here are the race highlights.
And there was no beating Ewan today. Alright, well, that should put the Young Riders jersey on my back at least. Oh, I'm still just 23. Dang. Dumoulin there. He'll pick up a few seconds, so there you go. That's already 6 seconds up over most of the field. Couple seconds up on Dumoulin. And then, of course, Ewan is that pure sprinter with a little bit of hill climbing ability. A little stronger than some of the other sprinters on getting up and over those climbs. Not quite Sagan strength, but he's just about the closest to Peter Sagan of any of the sprinters out there. And a little bit more of a pure sprinter than Sagan. I think he's probably a little higher on his sprint and acceleration than Sagan is, but definitely capable of getting over climbs a little bit better than, like a Marcel Kittel, for example. Alright, so good evaluation, starting out with that nice second place, and that gives me 20 more points, and we're a quarter of the way to level 22, and I think I mentioned this last episode, but if I hit level 22, I think we're really going to hit that point where we are going to be tough to beat this season. Alright, so this is a 5-stage race. We've got 4 left to go. That was just the first stage. So Andalucia. And this one is more of a climb than that last one, for sure. And apparently, I'm among the favorites. Not much action happening till really that final climb. So we'll pick it up somewhere around here, or at least on near the end of this descent, if there's not much action before that. Only just past halfway. We've still got those 2 bigger climbs to go, plus the final climb. Not the race I expected, in a couple of ways. One, Peloton, just 63 riders right now. Just 7 riders off the front, and they are shattered. They are struggling, and we are now on to the steeper of climb. Ooh, wow, that final climb is quite steep. Nice. Okay. But the other unexpected part, besides the Peloton taking some heavy damage, though it's now back to 83, 77, it's bouncing. A lot of riders yo-yoing off the back, trying really hard to hang on. But the pace has never let up since the beginning of this stage. A few riders were left behind in the initial breakaway, tried to take off, so you can see there's huge gaps behind us, and more just these little itty-bitty climbs have actually done damage. and I was at a 73 and sliding back, and then I was at a 75 and I was sliding back. I was at a 76 and I was sliding back. Finally at a 78, I seemed to be holding position. But in addition to that, you can see that even though I am team leader, it's not giving me control over the team. So on team assignment, everybody's a teammate except for Barguil, and he's the only one given a puncher license. Everybody else is supposed to be working as a teammate, and it's not happening. You can see a 78. I'm gradually blinking red here. So I'm essentially on my own for this stage when I should be having team support. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but Page already out the back. Boaro already out the back. Lopez already struggling. Van Garderen already struggling. Barguil, the only one who's left. That's Peloton's down to 40 riders. Just 2 right there off the front. And I want those points. Give me some points. Give me some points. Okay, pick up a few points. 16 now. Just that little inch forward. Not enough to do any damage to myself. 37 riders left. Those 2 riders are just right there. This next climb will do some more damage again, further shrinking the field. It's quite small already, and that final climb very much favors me. The downside here still is I'm not getting that team support. Hopefully, if Van Garderen gets dropped, it'll give me Barguil. I don't know why I'm not getting Van Garderen right now. I'm thinking Barguil as a punchy kind of guy. They want him to go and win the stage, and so they're giving him support. The teammates are supporting him instead of supporting me, and they're going, it's a punchy stage, it's a hill stage, therefore it's not a stage for me. I should just comfortably be in the group. But you look at the final climb, it's super steep. That is a mountain style climb, not a hill style climb. So that's a climb that favors me. But the stage profile, and that's the thing about the last stage too. Stage profile said it's a mountain climbing stage. No, it wasn't. Last stage was more of a hill stage than this one. This is more of a mountain stage, but you look at the overall profile, there's no major climbs besides the final one, and that still isn't a major climb. So, all that being said, the profiles are a little bit backwards for these first couple stages. Breakaway group has been caught, 31 riders, 1K to go to the top. I'm very much in contention to go grab some points again here, as there's plenty of time to recover on the descent, even though we won't quite be to the top. But 500 meters, I'm going to step it up just a little bit here. Come on, I want some points. I want some points. I want some points. There we go. And just like that, I jumped to 3rd place now. And that cost me very, very little resistance. And with this nice big descent coming up, I'll get it back, so I'll be just fine. Barguil, the only one left, but I don't get him as a teammate. So I got virtually 0 teammate support today. 23 riders left, though, on that descent. Some of those left behind could grab back on, especially whoever it is, A1 right now. Yeah, Shani Muskan. A little surprised that he's been dropped, but he should be able to grab back on. Just 45 seconds behind. Ulysses Harada, Jesus. I don't know if that's Jesus or Jose, but they should be able to latch back onto the group if they're not too exhausted at this point. Race leader. Race leader is still here? Is he really? Well, he won't make it up the final climb. But we've got Barguil, Bernal, Yates, Simon, Soler, Nairo Quintana, Uran, Froome, Enric Mas, Gegenhardt, all still here in this group. Final climb favors me, but I don't have any team support. I'm on my own for it, so we'll see. We'll see. Alright, well, quiet moment here. Let's speed things up. We'll slow down on this little climb right here that we're about to go up, just in case someone tries to do something. Sky Froome putting the pressure on, but he's working for Egan Bernal these days. Not what he once was. He's an 83 climber. His time trial, his hills have all dropped back down. So he's just in his older age now. Chris Froome, a good team servant for the young up-and-comer Egan Bernal for the team. Here's Bernal, the Colombian champion. 83.79. He's actually still not that great himself. A little surprising that he has taken over that team lead. Here's Yates. Yates leading things out. A little surprise there. Up and over that climb. Franchini is pretty good. Outsider. Dumoulin. Just an 80 on the mountains, but he's such a strong time trialist. Nairo Quintana. Still not a strong time trialist, but very good on the mountains. 83. Gegenhardt, 83 in the mountains. Formulo might get left behind. Sivakov, definitely a climber, but a good one. 83. Alright, we're almost to the bottom. And then we've got a little bit of climbing to do. It's not going to do much damage, but then that final climb certainly will. A couple little punchy spots in there. 23 riders left in the group. 5 riders off back, about a minute and a half behind. They're inching their way closer. Who's in that group? Rosa, Herrada, Frele, Moscon, Ulysses. So those guys off the back never actually made it back on, and a few guys joined them. Barguil trying to attack.
Attack by Warren Baldwin.
Mas, Quintana trying to go with him. Uran trying to go. Franchini. Bernal trying to go right now. You guys are going way too early. Ooh, we've got a group. We've got a group off the front with Barguil. Just up this first part, and all they've done is leave Chris Froome off the back. Not sure what the orange jersey is, but he's the one wearing it. Okay. Don't like how far back in the group I am. Can you move up a little? There we go. 5K. 5K to go. Going up towards the front. Not there yet, not there yet. Alright, gel. Steep climb. Bernal trying to attack. Quintana trying to attack. They are using up all sorts of energy right now while I am just riding.
Counter-attack by Baldwin.
Still 2K to go. And there you go. You can see they are all toast. I am not. Can I get through them now? Can I find space? It's a skinny road here. 1.7K, so it's definitely not time to do anything drastic. Group's still together, amazingly. 1.3K. 4 riders left. Yates, Quintana, Bernal. It's the top riders left. 700 meters. Sprint, 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 sprint. Yes, yes, yes. Got it. Got it. That's going to be a stage win. Just had a little bit left. That's all it took. Yates, Bernal, Quintana, top 4. Fuglsang, 5th. There was a time gap from 4th to 5th. Uran, Barguil, Sivakov, Benut, Gegenhardt, top 10. It's going to spread times out. I'm going to pick up another 10-second bonus. I will be in the leader's jersey after that one. Just rode comfortably. Those guys all tried to attack. I just rode my pace. Didn't let them ride away from me. And they opened up 1, 2, 3 on bike lengths. But I just stayed smooth. They burned up all their energy. They had nothing left to attack. And mine just slowly dwindled down. And so as theirs ran out, I just slowly caught up the 1, 2, 3 bike lengths. I was still a half bike length down coming up on that final couple hundred meters. But I had something to sprint. I had something to attack to win the stage. I didn't open up any time gaps or anything like that. And maybe if I had attacked sooner, it's possible I might have been able to do that. But it wasn't a long mountain climb. It was a short 4.5K, was it? Climb at the end. Super steep. But I did enough. There's a stage win. That's going to move me into that leader's jersey. 6 seconds last stage, 10 seconds this stage, so 16 seconds in time bonuses. Dumoulin was well back in 13th. He'll lose time. Caleb Ewan was nowhere to be seen in that final group. This is going to open up some time gaps. Yeah, same time for the top 4. Fuglsang, 18 seconds, and then 26. Wow, really? Dumoulin. There was definite gaps in here. There were definite gaps in here. Dumoulin should have been, 40-something seconds down. Whatever, though. Whatever. Into the race lead. Yates is 10 seconds down. Bernal 12. Quintana 16. And then 34 to Fuglsang. Dumoulin way too close. Should be further down. And then 42 to these guys, including my teammate. There's Ewan, minute 3. I mean, he was in it till the end, but that final climb was too much for him. Soler, surprisingly, not there either. Chris Froome, where did he go? He blew up there, 550 down. Leader of the sprints, leader of the mountains, leader of the under 25s, but Bernal, my second closest competitor, is in it for that one. He's still 25 this season. And as a team, 6th place, because there was only 2 of us left up there. 36 points, nice. Stage win, leader's jersey, all good, all good. 3 stages left to go, but I'm definitely in a fortuitous position. Sprint stage today, Caleb Ewan the favorite. Buwani is here, Sam Bennett's here. We're going to skip straight to the end on this one. Just 18 kilometers left here in stage number 3. I'm wearing the leader's red jersey. We've still got the full team here. Breakaway group was nearly caught. We were down to a minute, and now all of a sudden it's back out to 2.5. So it looks like we're going to allow the breakaway group to take the stage, determining that we weren't going to claw them back in. So my team's on the front, just controlling to make sure we don't lose the overall race lead to any of those riders. And they've pulled out 2 minutes here in just the last few kilometers. And the winner's going to come from those 10. So Slagter, Bagdonis, Arisen, Prades, Alfredo, Reis, Lamerkand, Simon, Nielsen Paulus, and Morales. We'll speed things up right till the finish since we are not going to be contesting anything for that. 5K to go for us.
And they keep on attacking.
Bagdonis attacks first.
Won't be able to keep up. There we go. The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up. A great victory. He didn't.
Arisen gets a win.
He was certainly the smartest today.
Slagter third, Prades second. Not much to go for here. Caleb Ewan best sit here. Sam Bennett. So it would have been another win for Ewan if the breakaway group had not taken it.
The tail enders are still coming in.
I come across 28th. Very little energy used on that one. And we'll move on to stage number 4. Alright, stage number 4 out of 5. Interesting one here. It's technically a sprint stage, but clearly not. I mean, we've got a Category 1 climb here, and actually I think it's classified as a hill stage due to the amount of climbing involved in this one serious climb with the follow-up climb. The finish line also, though, not flat. Very much uphill, and the last 50 meters is cobbles. Only the last 50 meters. There's no other cobble sections in the entire course, but those final few meters being on a cobble makes this a cobble stage, so it changes the profile quite a bit, and it's a strange one. It is a strange one. So we've got a group, breakaway group, 19 riders, almost 4 minutes ahead as we are about to hit that climb. Also, like that previous one, stage 2, Barguil looking for the stage win. This does favor him a lot more. This is very much a Warren Barguil, Julian Alaphilippe type stage, Alejandro Valverde type stage, where one of them would take it. In fact, Julian Alaphilippe in real life just won the Strada Bianchi the other day. And this very much suits him, as does that. That one was a lot of cobbles and a lot of basic climbing. But we're about to hit the climb here. 241 to that breakaway group, and they could be caught quite quickly here. I'm going to get Lopez on protection duties, and Boaro, you're going to go on relay duties, and you're going to put some pace into this climb here, because I want to leave some of these 95 riders behind.
The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
Okay, Page actually going out and get that job done early. Good work for him, attacking. Boaro now at an 80, pulling at the front. I told, and this is what I don't like when you get these kind of stages, I tell somebody to protect me and then they don't do it. Why? Because it keeps switching who I have control over as they give things back and forth, and oh my goodness, all of a sudden we have 3 riders. It's back together. They're not going to let me get away like that. But again, I lose control as things get a little bit wacky. Alright, well, this climb, it's not going anywhere. It's not like we're leaving the whole field behind like we did there for just a second. They're not going to let me do that. So 70 riders and counting, about halfway up. 63, nope, still 60. There we go. Now it's shrinking. 54. Boaro, not going to be much left.
Another attack in the leading group.
44 riders left. And I'm very much on my own, which is ridiculous, but whatever. It's okay. 39 riders left. I was hoping to get it down to about 30 by the end of this climb. Boaro's done. So nothing coming from him. There we go. 36 riders. Not too off from what I wanted.
It's in such percentages that the strongest can create some gaps.
Just about caught the majority of the breakaway there. Lopez making his way to the front. I don't know what your pace is, but we'll set him to an 80 there. No points left here over the top. Okay. I'm not going to need a full team of climbers at the end, but I would like to have one. So I'm going to rest Lopez, put him on protect duty, and Boaro will be the only guy involved in the chase for a while. And it's a long while before we get towards the end of this one. So actually, for the sake of time, as I should be just about to the end of this episode here, I got a little bit of time still, but I'm drawing close to the end of the episode, and we've still got one whole stage to go. I definitely want to get that in. So for the sake of time, we'll save a few minutes here, and I'll jump forward towards the end of the stage. Just 9 kilometers left. Breakaway group of 4 riders just split. Jesus Ferrada attacked the group. There's only 7 seconds between them, and now they come back together. So Bilbao, Orizar, Izaguirre, and Herrada are that breakaway group. We were down to about 2 minutes and closing them back, and now it's opened right back up as the pace has gone out of this group. Boaro was my guy on the front, and he was going in the strong 80s, but then he ran out of energy. I let him drop back, and in dropping back, he completely faded away. But you can see he recovered, and the pace went out of the peloton completely. So they've gotten away from us. 4K to go for us. Breakaway group will win this one, so time bonus is going to them. They are all out of contention, so no impact there. Now I just need to get to the end in the group, and I'm going to start making my way forward here.
A great victory. He really
Orizar gets the win. Pello Bilbao goes second.
Bikes are severely put to
Here
the
is
test
that
on the
little
section.
cobbled section, just 500 meters to go.
And are better at absorbing vibrations. This takes a lot of strain off the rider's forearms.
I just need to make sure I don't get eliminated from the group. Johnny Mascan takes 5th. It was not Jesus Ferrada, by the way. It was Jose. Amador, 6th. Fuglsang, 7th. Alaphilippe, 8th. Surprising he couldn't get a little higher. Simon Yates, 9th. Freire, 10th. Soler, Rosa, Uran, Quintana.
The race is run, but
All the top contenders still there in that main group. I get 33rd on the stage. No splits. Not a big deal. I'm not a cobblestone guy, so I knew I wasn't going to contend for the win. So no damage on that stage. It's almost a good thing that breakaway group took it, because it took away any time bonuses away from top contenders, which in this case it was Mascan, Amador, Fuglsang at the top, and those guys wouldn't have impacted anything anyway. But I stay in position in the lead with 1 stage left to go. Final stage of this one is a short time trial. It's 14.2 kilometers. A little bit uphill and then downhill to the end as it loops back. But it actually starts with a short downhill section. Right now my teammate Miguel Angel Lopez is the overall leader, with TJ Van Garderen in 4th on 18 minutes 29 seconds. Small gaps. Small gaps is a good thing, because I am the second favorite here on the day. The favorite is Tom Dumoulin. Dumoulin is in 6th overall. And remember back to that stage where he finished well back and there were gaps, but they gave him the same time? Well, there's the threat. 38 seconds is the gap. And I'm about to head out. Alright, and away we go. We'll try a 77. It's pretty short here. Ooh, and there's gravel. I didn't know that. The rain just started. Marc Soler goes on top, 18:24. And I'm actually not that far deficit was, but it was fairly flat through there, so I guess 77 is probably still a good one to go with. I can definitely afford to have a deficit right now. We'll make up some of that on the downhill, so yeah, let's go 80. Coming up on 10K to go. I should have a pretty good time at the checkpoint. We'll see. Barguil coming up on the finish line, already out of energy. He's going to drop down the standings a bit. Okay, first checkpoint, let's check in. Dumoulin 1 second off of my teammate's pace at that point, and we're coming up on that checkpoint right now. Third fastest, 13 seconds down. That's 12 seconds behind Dumoulin.
Oh, the reference time has
So I've
just
got
been
26
lowered.
seconds to play with. Dumoulin goes top by 26 seconds. I'm going to need a really good time. We're off that gravel. We're into that downhill, and I'm going to start making up time here in just a little bit, energy-wise. Okay, there we go. Into the tuck. Make up. No, tuck didn't last very long. We're going to tuck again here in a second. Recover, 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 recover. Good, good, good. Okay, 1K to go, 1K to go. And push it out to the end, push it out to the end. 99. Falling off the pace just before the end. Third, 30 seconds behind Dumoulin. That's enough to hang on for the win. That's enough to hang on for the win. Third on the stage, 31 seconds down. I'll be 7 seconds clear of Dumoulin. Is there a time bonus here? Shouldn't be. Not for a time trial stage. It should be pure time. And yeah, 7 seconds. There you go. Overall race winner by 7 seconds over Tom Dumoulin, even though he took the stage. Nairo Quintana takes third. To join us on the podium, Simon Yates, Egan Bernal, Alaphilippe takes sixth, Gegenhardt 7th, Soler, Uran, and Tish Banut are the top 10 for the race win. I also get the overall mountain climbers jersey with 38 points in that one. Most of those points coming from that high peak stage win that I got. But some of the points coming from other places with very little effort. It was just enough. Also, the overall points jersey is mine. Some additional points right there. I'll have the young riders as well. Egan Bernal should be in second. We'll see if that changed. He didn't have a great time trial. Yeah, still second. Sivakov, Moral, Ruizar, that stage winner from that breakaway. And we should be well out of the team competition, as there were 2 of us up there, but we didn't have a third guy. So we end up 12 minutes down overall, 7th place. Mitchelton Scott win that competition. So there you go, third on the stage, first overall. Just enough to hang on over a hard-charging and excellent Tom Dumoulin in the time trial. That was very much a race catered to him. But 91 points of progression by winning that race has us over a third of the way now to level 22. We're going to rest this next week to get rid of that tiredness. Jump forward a day just to make sure the standings are updated. Just one race this week, but individually 185 points clear on the World Tour. That was not a World Tour race, I don't believe. 691 points in the Super Prestige, well clear, and actually a tie between Ben Swift and Romain Bardet in second, and Reichenbach just a few points behind them. It's tight competition there, while I'm well clear at the moment. My teammate Barguil in 15th. Dumoulin, after the stage win and second place finish, moves up 39 spots. As a team, second, but first in the Super Prestige. Most of those points coming from myself. Got 4 victories on the season now. 1 stage win plus the race win there. Yeah, so 691. That's an excellent total this early in the season. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Perry Neese up next. Bye for now.